through, you remove it so you can use it again the next day. So when you leave a room, switch off the lights. I mean, use less water. We have a habit of boiling water and then adding cold water to make it warm so we can shower, which is just a contradictory of terms, isn't it? I mean, all you need to do is just remove that cold out of the water so they can be able to shower. In my home village in Kisumu, I mean, it's very hot. So what we do, instead of boiling the water, we just put it out at 10 in the morning. By 12, it's ready because it's too hot, just in a metal bucket. So some of these things at the individual level, we can do them. And I think this is what the discussion we're talking about, of cascading this to the grassroots, making it palatable for the people who are actually the executors of some of these policies that we discuss in such forums. And unfortunately, we don't have our farmer from Isiolo. I would have loved to at least have a final chat, a tete-a-tete with him until the very end. So thank you very much. That brings us the close of our final panel of day 2 of Kusi Festival, Ideas Festival 2022. And just to give us a wrap-up of this, I'm going to invite one of our hosts. You know, this idea, of course, is pushed by the Nation Media Group, and we really appreciate it that we can be able to meet like this and just share ideas and get solutions to our problems, because we are here. It's about exploring African solutions and, of course, the innovation that we can bring forth. So please help me appreciate and welcome Mr. Steven Gitagama from the CEO. Nation Media Group PLC, just to give us some closing remarks before we invite our chief guest. I think it deserves a big round of applause for that. I mean, it's just set up a fantastic session for 2 days that has just opened our minds. Karibu sana.
So, finally, the 2 days are almost done. It has been a great 2 days. I'm sure most of you will not regret spending the 2 days in a forest. And the venue speaks for itself. I think there's no other good venue than Karura Forest to discuss matters climate change. Now, I want to start by saying 4 words. Thank you, thank you. We appreciate you in a special way, and we appreciate everyone who made this 4th edition of the Kusi Ideas Festival possible. Now, as we approach this moment, we are faced with 2 key problems. Now, the 2 problems that as organizers are faced with is how do we recognize or describe each of you who made it possible to attend the 4th edition of the Kusi Ideas Festival. Now, we decided to recognize you as wonderful children and friends of Africa. So that's the first problem. You are wonderful children and friends of Africa. Among these children of Africa, we want to thank the Kusi Secretariat, which was led by an NMG director, Mr. Wangeni Mwangi, Charles Onyango Obo, Clifford Machoka, just to mention among the many people who participated and made this possible. We had teams from Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. We owe you. The second problem, which has even been tougher, was how we appreciate your remarkable contributions and insights in a sentence. We were lucky on this one, on this second problem. It came via a question asked by someone who tuned into our 2-day conversations. This is the question this person asked. Africa has such an impressive array of clever and talented people, and we saw them on the stage. So why can't, and why isn't it the world leader? Given what I heard, it should be. So why are we not the world leaders if we have this talent, we have these clever and talented people? I think this should be the theme for the next Kusi. The question, however, summarized just how outstanding you and our distinguished panelists and moderators were. We appreciate you from a very special place collectively from NMG. With equal heart, I want to appreciate our partners, and I'll list them. If I miss you, please excuse me for that, but I'm sure I'll be able to cover all of them. First is the Friends of the Karura Board and the Kenya Forestry Services for the good work and for allowing us to sit on this grass for 2 days. They were worried that we'll leave the grass messed up, but I think we'll leave it intact. So we clap for these people. Safaricom, KCB Bank, Equity Group, NCBA Group, Cooperative Bank, Kenya Pipeline Company, Global Center on Adaptation, Habitat for Humanity, Lika Cloth Mill, Infectious Disease Institute at Makerere University, Uganda, KENHA, that's the Kenya National Highways Authority, REREC, UNDP, Prudential, Image Registrars, Rainforests Alliance, Java Foundation, Embassy of Denmark, Nairobi, and Foodscape. So we thank you all, and we really appreciate you for your support. This would not have been possible without your support, and we really appreciate you. This is the highest number of partners we've had from all the previous Kusi sessions, and we are bigly grateful, as the Americans say it. It means a lot to us because ideas are sometimes not easily acceptable. It is easy to sell. It's easy to tell somebody we are going in for a marathon. It is easy to say we are going in for a football match or we are feeding the hungry, but it's very difficult to explain why you are going in to have an ideas discussion. So we really appreciate you and for answering your call, and you say, Asante sana. Now, there's something else. Nearly all of you share the DNA of commitment of working to transform the continent through Pan-African values. Someone shared with us a story about one of our partners who has invested outside the core East African region. This company has invested, I'll not mention the name, but they have invested in the Democratic Republic of Congo. And the people there, the team that was there for a big international peacekeeping mission. One of our partners has put ATMs in the Congolese city, which is outside the capital city. The ATMs have become very popular, and popular especially with the peacekeeping operation team. Now, why are they popular? They are popular because of one thing, that in Congo, unlike what they have experienced in Kenya, is that you can withdraw US dollars. They are able to withdraw dollars and put dollars directly in their pockets, which they have never done back at home. Now, we also would like to salute the board of the Nation Media Group, headed by our chairman, Dr. Wilfred Kiboro, and our directors who have been here with us for the 2 days. We have had Leonard Msusa from Tanzania. You can just wave. We also had Sumaya Hassan and Francis Okello. The directors have been very supportive, and they have had the courage to greenlight this event over the 2 days. Now, I will not finish without recognizing our speakers. Yesterday, we had virtual speakers who spoke to us remotely. We also had a representation from the Office of the President. So we'd like to thank our high-level speakers and their messages. We start with His Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, His Excellency Paul Kagame, the President of the Republic of Rwanda. This is the 4th time His Excellency Paul Kagame has been with us. He has attended all Kusi sessions. I think he deserves a special clap. We also had a message from Prince Zahim Aga Khan. We had a message from Dr. Philip Mpango, the Vice President of the Republic of Tanzania, And in attendance was Honorable Soipan Tuya, the CS Environment and Forestry. In addition, you'll agree with me that our MC, Mr. Larry Asego, has been amazing. We thank you. Where is he? We thank you. Thank you. I will end with the words of the Nobel Peace Prize winner, Wangari Maathai. As we have heard and we have been told that this would not have been possible. Where we are standing would not have been possible were it not for Professor Wangari Maathai. In her book, Unbowed, the book is titled Unbowed, she writes that there are opportunities even in the most difficult moments. Yesterday we were told climate change is an opportunity for investment. It is not a problem, but rather an opportunity. The same words that Professor Wangari told us. So no matter how bleak the future of climate change looks, inadvertently there are opportunities. And I wish you safe travel, good health, and prosperity on whatever you do. And I'm sure we'll meet and we'll continue interacting in our various platforms, online, virtually, physically, as you interact with our products, and as we wait to meet during the 5th Kusi Festival next time this year. Before I sit down, I would like to invite on stage our chief guest for this session, and very hardworking, that's the evidence I have, because I've seen her working very hard since she joined this country. You saw her during the vote turning she spent several hours at the Bomas of Kenya. It is none other than the US Ambassador, Meg Whitman. Welcome on stage.